Hello, my gorgeous people. My beautiful, beautiful people. Sorry I've been absent, but I was in the middle of something. I can't really tell you about it just yet, but I will eventually. These are all my thoughts and opinions based on whatever's found out there in the public domain, okay? Um, so much has happened. Let's start with Meghan and Harry. Much has been made about the fact that, of what, not the fact, much has been made about what the newspapers or people saying that Meghan Markle has lost and Harry have lost the Netflix deal. They haven't yet. But Netflix wants their pound of flesh. You know, when Netflix signed them, they had this big hopes. They thought they were part of the royal family. They thought they were going to get an insight. They thought they would be able to do a reality show of the royal family. I mean, that's really funny. Now, the problem is, and they thought it was going to be sensational, the thing, why they left, and that their motives were true. The problem that now they have is that Netflix paid for or signed up for content. Okay, let me put it this way. It's like if you pay for filet mignon and you get the hooves of the cow instead. It's not the same. So the problem that they have now is that they thought everybody was going to buy their bullshit, their lies. But the lies that they tried to sell during the Oprah interview and thereafter are easily proven to be wrong. And also, she has too many skeletons in her own closet, along with Harry. Harry's not free of any guilt here. So now Netflix, make no mistake, she had recorded tons of stuff. However, because she recorded that while being a working royal, being in royal residences and around other royal people, and there were royal engagements, I think she needs the permission from everybody involved, and especially if she was filming in royal grounds for security reasons. So much of what she filmed cannot be used unless she gets approval from the royal family. You know, which makes sense. Makes absolutely sense. So now they're trying to sell. This is why they started this royal tour, this unroyal tour in New York, to try to create content for Netflix. However, they were not successful because it was crap. We all saw that. It was really, really crap. So now Netflix is really wants their pound of flesh. It's like they really want them to bear it all, you know, and try to get dirt on the royal family. But they have to be careful because they can't be sued. You know, the royal family, they haven't sued them yet, but they might. And also the staff. This one thing, you know, the bullying allegation stalled. It's not being mentioned anywhere. The bullying allegation is not being mentioned anywhere. What's his name? Jason Kanoff left the royal family's employ in December. We haven't heard anything more about the bullying allegation. Why not? Harry's still on that royal website as working member of the royal family. Because let's call the BS. It has nothing to do with him being sixth in line to the throne. Because then we have a Eugenie and Beatrice, okay? And they're in line to the throne. They're princesses. They also do their duty for the queen, honor their duties to the queen when they're called upon. But they're not in the website. Oh, it's because Harry is, what's it called? What is it called? Counselor of State. But Meghan isn't. And Harry technically is not Counselor of State because he has to be in the UK, physically present in the UK in order to be Counselor of State. He's not present in the UK no matter how many lies that website claims that his permanent official residence is the UK. That is not the truth. So what do you guys think about all of that? So now Netflix, they really want them to do like the worst possible. We're talking Octomom reality TV show because they have no content. I mean, Meghan Markle is one of the most boring, unpleasant people around. And Harry is is not the same. It's just the same, So what can they film? Nobody wants them around. Now I hear that Zendaya and Tom Holland went to a secret meeting with them. If it was so secret, how come it's in the papers? Because they want to create this whole false narrative that, they're with a big wigs in Hollywood. And notice that they reached out to Tom Holland, who's British. Many people, most Hollywood has shunned them completely. They're a joke. So the only thing to do is do what, is, when somebody used to be famous, but then they stop being famous. So they end up in those little reality shows or really terrible shows just to get, just to get by. And just because they're desperate to be famous, because they could be doing something else. But what do you guys think? Please leave me your thoughts about that. I wanted to talk a little bit about Prince Andrew. Many people have written to me and said, he's making a mistake fighting Virginia Giuffre. I disagree. I mean, the only way he could clean his reputation is through court. Because if he does a deal, is whether we like it or not, people are now not tried in court. The claims are not even contested in court. The claims of anybody are contested in social media. And if social media sides with you, you're free. You're innocent. They like you. If social media sides against you, you're done. You're guilty or whatever. You have to pay. Now, I am not a fan of Prince Andrew. I think he's an entitled prick. I've said it many times. I don't think he's guilty, or I don't think that Virginia claims are true. She was 17 years of age. She charged for it. She was handsomely paid. She bragged about it because one of the witnesses from Ghislaine Maxwell trial testified and had spoken very publicly that Virginia was a very active and prolific recruiter for Epstein, and that she liked it. And that when apparently she claimed to have slept with Prince Andrew, it was as though she had to convince him to do so, and she was bragging about it. Nobody brags about a rape. I can tell you that. So I said go for it. The only problem I have is his lies. I don't know why he has to lie. When he said that, Ghislaine Maxwell was not a close friend. Yes, Ghislaine Maxwell was a close friend. That way he stops the conversation. Because you can be close friends with somebody and you don't know what the hell they're up to. I mean, sometimes you're married to a man for 20, 30 years or a woman and you don't know what they are like. You know what I mean? So, I hope he takes her to court. But he should stop lying. He should say, yes, she was a close friend of mine, but I wasn't aware what was going on. If somebody comes and gives you $200 and you say, oh, thank you for your birthday. You get him an envelope from a friend. And then suddenly the police shows up at your house and says, hey, you have stolen money. You're going to jail or whatever. It's like, I didn't know it was stolen. He gave it to me cash. I assume in goodwill that this is what it was. I feel terrible for the victims. I do feel terrible for women who actually have had violence in, SA. And Virginia Roberts or Virginia Giuffre, whatever she wants to call it, it's not one of those people. And I find it because I'll tell you why my point is this. She says she was, TRA, traffic to many people. Yet she's only suing one. And she chose one that has a lot more to lose in reputation. Why didn't she sue Bill Clinton or all the other men? She claims that, she's not suing all the other men because, and the thing is that she has a deadline. So she should have sued everybody in one lump. She's not doing that. And she has a lawsuit from another victim, Rena O, for defamation. So, but Prince Andrew shouldn't lie. Admit. I mean, everybody's going to testify. You have Ghislaine Maxwell in Sandringham with Jeffrey Epstein. You have Harvey Weinstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, and Jeffrey Epstein in one of his daughter's birthdays. Their records that, she would come in and go in and out of the castle. So just own up to it. If you're going to win, own up to it. Yes, so what? She was my close friend. So what? Harvey Weinstein is very close friends with Oprah and a lot of people, and with Bill Clinton. He had free reign to the White House, and we're not talking about him, are we? So anyways, lovely people, I want to thank you all for asking how I was doing. Thank you for your donations. It has really helped. I really appreciate it. And please, let's make our channel grow, our platform grow. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll come back with more videos. I just wanted to touch base with you guys. What do you guys think? And leave me your comments.